have development permission. You don't stop there. The building control committee has to sit and give a commencement something permission for it to start now the actual construction. All this were not done. Now on Saturday, when we start, I was actually angry. Because for me, I was passing to my farm. Then I got a call from him that these people are insisting they needed to be helped. I accepted to pass by. I opened my office. We had a meeting for almost 1 hour. I told them, stop undermining people from our country.
While pinning the outgone resident city commissioner for Arua, Akelo Alice, who presided over the meeting for installation of that project, the Central Division Area Member of Parliament, Honorable Atimali Buti Jackson, says the meeting to give a go-ahead for construction of the telecom mast was done on a Saturday despite the two mayors of the Central Division, Honorable Mosait Kemis, and Arua City Mayor, Honorable Wadi Samyak, were objecting to it.
This mast here was built within 2 weeks when he was on leave. I am told while I was in Kampala that meetings were held in the council here. The first meeting was chaired by the then RCC, and my city mayor was in this meeting, and there was another consequent meeting the following day which discussed the same on a Saturday. I don't know if my mayor of the city attended this meeting. My division mayor of Central Division attended the meeting of the Friday where all of them were rejecting that project of building the mast. Then on Saturday, another meeting took place which was chaired by the RCC, which my division mayor did not attend according to his briefs to me, and a go-ahead was given to have that mast built.
Cornelius Joblett, the deputy city clerk for Arua City, affirmed that the senior physical planner, Findru Moses, went ahead to issue the telecom company a development permit when even the physical planning board, which he shares, has never had a meeting over the matter. He explained that a development permit is supposed to be issued after NEMA reports on environmental impact assessment, of which it wasn't done, but the city planner decided to issue the permit.
Set the record straight. The land in question is actually belonging to Uganda Land Commission. The applicant, this is ATC, American Construction Towers, applied to Uganda Land Commission to use part of that land to put their tower, which permission Uganda Land Commission actually granted to them. But on the condition, whatever they're putting, their investment they're putting there must be approved by the local authorities. Now they went ahead and submitted their plans. And we told them, we cannot look into their plans unless there is EAA report. We told them first assemble everything that is needed to put up that structure. I went there on ground to stop them verbally. The second time I went with his worship, the mayor, the DPC, to stop them. But defiantly, these people continue excavating. That was at the excavation level. When these people submitted their plan, one of my officers, the one you are looking for, the senior fiscal planner, actually went ahead and issued what is called development permit. The development permit should not have been issued. It was issued in error, because development permit can only be issued when the fiscal planning committee, which I chair, sits and allows, and the committee never sat. And in that regard, I wrote another letter actually instructing the senior fiscal planner to withdraw that development permit that was issued, because indeed, as the Honorable MP said, we are in agreement with the division. We are in agreement with the division authorities that that structure is illegal, because we knew very well that there's a bigger multi-billion project that is coming there. And all what you see is taking place there was done with impunity. These people did the installation on a Saturday after the mayor told them not to proceed. As soon as we vanished from the site is when they started work.
Peace Oshaki, Osuta Yusuf, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories. Although the construction of Wadalai irrigation scheme is successfully coming to its completion, the residents of the three villages of Ayabu, Paten and Mutri have accused Coal Company Limited for the shoddy works, which have always resulted into flooding caused by the heavy rainfall into their gardens. Alfred Jawok reports.
The residents say, although the government of Uganda have made tremendous contributions to boost agriculture in the country, there is still little government's effort in the fight against shoddy work in this country. In Ujigu village, Pakwach district, some members of the area expressed challenges of movement of learners in hard-to-reach areas like Ujigu government prison due to floods, which has cut off the road. Patrick Okwong, who has his 3-acre maize farm in the flooded area, revealed that the floods has destroyed several crops and blamed the contractor for not doing enough work on irrigation scheme. He noted that before the construction of Wadla irrigation scheme, water will pass through its original pathways in Ora water stream.
Nakachon manong kodi irrigation berupe ingudi ma AP berupe. Ina ke pipong woti yo magakano, but irrigation no pino pong wo yo ma eso mo medo kuma yo cha eno ke to pego motika no maduong inongo podo pa dano tika nyotre ayi mandango inongo ngati furu pen ngati dono los e cha de tiele ngo kwa chmani government mamalo nya eno extension pa I canal no gichopo kamedo no chopo bedo ber ma chopo gwoko pima chopo ka flowing in lela no pere bedo tek.
Ojwega noted that even part of Ragem government prison is also submerged by the floods. Pakwach district chairperson Robert Omitostin equally said he visited the affected residents and promised to make follow-up with the Minister of Agriculture to forge a way forward to quell the situations.
We urgently summoned a district disaster management committee meeting chaired by the COW, and we drew several stakeholders from DPC, RDC, DISO, heads of departments, DEO, and all the affected departments like agriculture, the production sector. We realized that the excessive flood ravaging the district is affecting almost all sectors because several crops are submerged and people are counting losses. It has forced our people to uproot their immature cassava, and people who invested in some crops like maize, simsim, they are now counting losses. Even rice got submerged, and so livelihood of the people are affected. There are already houses and latrines also that are breaking, and where we are standing right now is the main access to Ragem prison farm, where we have over 450 inmates and over 100 prison warders and officers. It is also the route that lead to the mega government multi-billion 3,000 irrigable land, where government of Uganda so far has spent 70 billion Ugandan shillings. And this is a legacy project of President General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in Pakwach district to benefit the entire West Nile. And so access to these services, prison services, and even the services of the irrigation, where we have hundreds of people already practicing irrigation demonstration farm, are all affected. They cannot access their garden. And therefore, for us, as a district, we summon urgent disaster management crisis meeting to ensure we devise a mechanism. We draw to attention of central government, office of the Prime Minister, to join us. It is guaranteed that we are going to experience a very sharp, strange situation of famine.
However, Pakwach Resident District Commissioner Paulo Sero, during disaster committee meeting held yesterday at Pakwach District Boardroom, refuted a claim that irrigation scheme is causing floods in Wadlai sub-county. Esero added that floodings is not only in Pakwach District, but also in other parts of the country.
I've been interacting with most of the engineers, even in the site. They have kept on assuring me that it is not the effect of the dam which is causing the flooding down there. Yeah. But these are the normal floods which normally occur. And the truth is, there is rain everywhere. Yesterday I was seeing my colleague from Kakumiro. He was also complaining of the same floods. I also saw in Arua, it had washed, I think, very many bridges. Then even in Obongi here. So it's a general problem. And but the negative propaganda is what we need to counter very fast. So I was even picking signals that there are people who want to sue Queen. They already held a meeting on Sunday. They want to sue Queen because they are causing the floods.
Our efforts to get comments from the contractor Coil Company Limited was futile at the time of filing this story. Wadala Irrigation Scheme is a multi-billion government project to improve on commercial agriculture, and it is nearly completions. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, mothers from the antenatal clinic at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital have accused the hospital staff of extortion. This was revealed during an oversight monitoring at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital by the State Minister for Economic Monitoring, Honorable Beatrice Akello, plus a team from Aurora City Council, where mothers expressed that every day they are charged with 1,000 shillings per day, a money allegedly meant for purchase of sanitary detergents. Frederick Jamadri has more.
Mothers from the antenatal clinic at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital have accused the hospital staff of extortion. On Monday, during the oversight monitoring at the referral hospital by a team led by the State Minister for Economic Monitoring, Beatrice Akello Akor, and Arua City Council, plus the two members of Parliament of Arua Central Division and that of Vaivu East constituency, mothers expressed that every day they are charged 1,000 shillings, money meant allegedly for the purchase of sanitary detergents. Beatrice Abiko, a resident of a Diofe Trading Center who is an attendant for one of the mothers who has delivered at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital, revealed to the team that they are charged 1,000 Ugandan shillings, especially by the cleaners of the hospital.
Per person, just like when a person is in the theater, they ask that one.
And also in the kitchen, when you want to cook, when you ask for money, they ask for 700.
Rizaro Jane, either a public health officer attached to Oli Health Center 4 in Arua City, whom by press time had brought a referral case of a mother for delivery at the referral hospital, admits that the challenge of inadequate supplies sometimes forces the hospital staff to misbehave.
Supplies like attending to these mothers, like jeeps, maybe chlorine, like liquid soaps, like mama kits, they are all inadequate. They give, but it's not, the gloves are not enough. When they bring supply like this, it cannot last even 1 month. They are over because the operations, their deliveries, all technical things need to be, we need to protect ourselves. Because if a health worker doesn't protect herself, she'll get HIV, she'll get hepatitis B. Many of us have died because of that.
However, Mr. Opok Amos, the hospital administrator at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital, explains that the hospital is underfunded by government and receives late supplies, something that triggers the hospital staff to seek for alternatives from the patients.
What we plan is not enough. We have a budget of about 3 million for this regional referral hospital. But if you do a simple arithmetic, there are about 3 million people. If you divide that per capita, that every head may receive only drugs worth maybe less than 5,000.
Early this year, 2 nurses at Aurora Regional Hospital were handed over to the police for demanding 2,000 Ugandan shillings from a mother after delivery. Frederick Tamadri, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, the Pakwach District Health Officer Dr. Paul Ajal has directed the local council 1 chairpersons in the district to come up with the bylaws to stop the misuse of the mosquito nets distributed by the government of Uganda to the members of the public. Alfred Jawok reports.
Dr. Ajal, who doubles as the in-charge health in Pakwach District, says people who misuse government mosquito nets are sabotaging government efforts in fighting malaria, as some people use these nets as bridal nets, building ropes, and in markets covering Jews. In a bid to fight against malaria, the Minister of Health has distributed mosquito nets to different rural areas in the sub-county so that locals can protect themselves from the deadly disease that has been the cause of many deaths over the years. According to Dr. Jal, some locals misuse as curtains for windows, covering Jews, fishing, and many things other than sleeping under them. During Health Committee meeting held on Monday, 6th November this year at the district headquarters, the committee have come up with bylaws to end the misuse of mosquito nets.
The government of Uganda has acquired the nets for the community. We expect that every 2 members of the community, children and adults, every 2 people should get a net. These nets will be in the household. And the purpose for these nets are long-lasting, treated mosquito nets. And by the name, they are long-lasting. So we expect them to take us for some period. And we expect that the purpose for these nets is to protect us from mosquitoes. So we should use these nets for this purpose strictly. There is no other need to use the net for any other purpose. The nets are supposed to be used by adults and children to keep away from mosquitoes. They sleep under these nets so that they are protected throughout the night. I want to warn and even talk to my people that let's not misuse the nets. Let's not sell the net. It is meant to protect you. Don't sell it to anybody else. Use it for you and your family, and do not use it for any other thing. Do not find another use for it, whether in agriculture or protecting bodies, dead bodies, or like we hear. Don't. Strictly use these nets to protect you at night as you sleep.
Fred Watum, one of the village health team in Pakwach district, says malaria is still a big problem in the district, with 1.5% of the clients that report to the health centers testing positive for the disease. He noted that some households missed the nets since the number of population in the district were not matching with the total population registered to receive the nets from the government.
Then the other one is Mamvule, then Azaro.
So we need Dakashelen?
No. So they gave us net Bel Sabora. Yes.
Bela Bora Nyaiwang Pirangwe Nija Dakadek Pirario.
Yes.
Ogamo Poko Nira Adek.
3 villages. Yes.
Pakwach district received 133,000 mosquito nets, and the distribution exercises commenced yesterday across the district. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories. As HIV/AIDS still remains a great challenge across the globe, medical experts say the youth and the women are more vulnerable to the disease. This communication was made today during an engagement of media practitioners in Ara City on the Yambala For Me campaign. Farish Majid reports.
As the world is preparing to commemorate the International World AIDS Day scheduled for December 1st, stakeholders have said women and the youth are more vulnerable to sexually transmitted diseases like HIV and AIDS. This revelation was made by Amaga Bernard, the Arua City HIV focal person, as also explained some of the factors contributing to this.
Now, you realize that even among men and women, the prevalence is very different. For example, among women, the HIV prevalence is about 7.1%, and among men, it is about 3.8%. That means that's quite a big difference. So more women are getting more infected with HIV than men. Also among the KPs, the group of people that we call KPs, priority populations, like the commercial sex workers. You realize that these are Arua is a city and it's a commercial center. So many people find different ways of surviving, and it therefore has commercial sex workers that we interact with them on a daily basis in different ways, sometimes in the town, in the market, in the bars, and so on. We need to realize that the prevalence of HIV among commercial sex workers is about 36%, which is really high. That means out of every 100 commercial sex workers, 36 of them are actually HIV positive. So this is something that is very big, and people really need to know that on a daily basis there is a risk for contracting HIV.
Similarly, George Tamale, a health specialist and behavior change strategist working under the Yambala For Me campaign, also explained some of the reasons for the high prevalence of HIV among the women and the youth, hence the need to sensitize the locals on condom usage through the Yambala For Me campaign.
Why women and youth? There are several reasons. The first one is gender-based violence. Second one is biological factors, but also thirdly, women do not easily get into training, awareness and sensitization of HIV. But also the youth, because they are living risky lifestyles. So that's why we are saying put on the condom, Yambala condom. But we are using put on the condom, Yambala condom as an entry. We are looking at all the behavior and the prevention interventions on HIV.
The Yambala For Me campaign as a strategy talks of wearing of several protective gear such as condoms, helmets and masks to avoid spread of several diseases, among which include HIV and AIDS. Mudola Juliet, a project officer heading gender on the Tasso Grant, says the negative attitude among the members of the Republic has also greatly contributed to the spread of the disease.
Our behavior, there is somehow we have become complacent. After all, somebody can live even for 40, 50 years or 60 with the virus. And becomes even worse among the youths, or even those who are in the university. They will tell you, hey, a pregnancy can show very fast within a matter of months. But with the HIV, we have these medicines, we have the ARVs, so we can always manage that. We have those who are born with it, but they are living, they are healthy, they are with us, they are our age mates.
Studies conducted indicate that 2 million lives are lost every year to the disease, and 1.4 million Ugandans are living with the disease today. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories, over 44 candidates of Mamikea Primary School were dedicated before God by Reverend Father Inyaga Andrew, the former Education Secretary Arua Diocese, as PLA examinations kicked off today with a briefing of students on the 7th of November 2023 at Hotel Ariagan in Ajimani District. Onzima Alan has more.
Over 44 candidates of Mamikea Primary School dedicated as primary leaving examination kicked off with the briefing of candidates on Tuesday 7th November 2023 at Hotel Ariagan in Ajimani District. While giving welcoming speech among Stella, the manager Hotel Ariagan appealed to candidates to emphasize on passing their examinations.
You already have the blessing. Not so full like this. So let's go and sit the PLA and pass and go to the next level.
Sister Uma Laila Olivia, Senior Assistant Principal Nursing Officer, urged learners to avoid early marriages and to study hard since these examinations open another level of education.
Do not allow people to play with your life. Your life is your precious gift from God. And so use it well. If you don't use it well, you land into trouble. If you conceive at this age, first of all, delivering the baby will be very difficult for you. It may even disorganize your internal organs. And after that, if your parents are like other people's parents, then you may not go back to school. So your wish of wanting to become a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, a pilot, and so on will not be there for you. You'll become a woman or a man who will work for other men or other women. They will employ you. You will carry firewood from Oyui to Ajuman town, from Ona to Ajuman town, and you get your OTs who are successful. You even run away from them. Why? Because you have ruined your future.
While delivering the blessings, Reverend Father Inyaga Andrew, the former Education Secretary at Arua Diocese, urged learners to work hard and fight for their career.
This call will be here for 50 to 100 years. But for you, when you die, because of that funny life, even Amani may not announce about you. You may be buried, I don't know where. So don't make yourself cheap. That's my advice to you. Make a meaning in your life.
Speaking to journalist Alule Justin, the head teacher, Mami's Care Primary School appealed for maximum discipline from learners.
I have registered 44 candidates this year to sit for the 2023 PLE. And I believe that we have confidence in them, we have prepared them enough. Today is our day to just set them free and provide to them our last educative career, since after a day from now, they will not be allowed to now interact with the teachers, because the briefing is said to be on Tuesday. The only time we have with them is now today and tomorrow. As the administrators, my team, we ought to dedicate this day for prayer, to release them in the hands of the Lord, to protect them and have their exam passed with good flying colors. And this took place in the school today with the dedication prayer, whereby we are joined with also some of their parents within the district, others from Arua, and it was a wonderful moment with to pray with the community and also the children, including the staff of the school.
Peace Oshaki, Onjima Alan, was Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And that, viewer, marks the end of the NILE Cast, only on West Nile Television. Thank you, viewers, for always being with us from the beginning of the NILE Cast to the end of the NILE Cast, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the